Record away. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah,
Here we are for is this the second week in a row?
it is second week in a row. Like maybe the first time this year.
And Roger got a new shirt just to inspire all of our listeners and particularly the
Yay.
viewers. The Stones. It
Oh.
actually blurred out. The Rolling Stones, Raj. So are we doing a
Yes,
Rolling Stone song
we are
today?
not doing a Rolling Stone song.
I'm
Oh,
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, there's a couple of them that I like, but not today. We'll save that for
no,
later.
no, we've got a different song for today, but
Someone had a big birthday yesterday.
they did. Yes.
Who was that?
All right. Full disclosure, that was me.
Roger,
I turned 64.
only 1 year away from qualifying for Medicare,
Yeah, so
which I
this
know you've been looking forward to. I
is
know that's a big deal.
64. I've got to apply for that, whatever, and yes.
Yeah. In October, I'll be applying for Social Security because I think you guys helped me understand you can apply for that like 4 to 6 months out or something.
Okay.
So that by February 5th, boom, money's hitting the account.
You are jumping in.
Oh, I'm not waiting. I'm like, no, it's free money right now. Absolutely. This would be the big difference between Roger and I in a nutshell. Roger's going to wait as long as he can on Social Security. I'm like, I'm in. I'm right. I'm 62. All that money I paid
That
in all
money,
those
that
years,
money, give
that
it to
money,
me,
there we
please.
go.
I'll take that. Yes, thank you.
But you know, Bruce, you can make more later. I don't care. Give me the money now. I don't know about like the
Right.
younger brother in the story. Give me the money now,
Marlena,
Dad.
take your money now.
Get it. It'll be great.
Well, who knows? Yeah. Hey, we don't know how long Social Security is going to be around. It could disappear.
Well, the president has pledged to keep it alive forever.
Yes,
So I
he
shouldn't have
does.
even, I shouldn't have said
He
these.
does make a few godlike claims
Yes.
forever.
Right.
I'm gonna be the Republican candidate forever.
So there's that. So well, I did want to share with our listeners. So
There, Bruce.
we had a little birthday party for Roger, and I was able to tell Roger what I really thought of him. And I wanted to tell our
And I've
listeners
forgiven you for that.
what I think about Roger. Roger is the most thoughtful, not in the kind, helpful way. That's a different kind of thoughtful. I mean, and
I'm sensing a compliment could be coming
yeah, there is.
here.
Roger's thoughtful and like insightful, deep thinker, makes me see things in ways that I have never seen him before. Like one of the best teachers, if you're not watching his face casts every morning at 7 a.m. Central Time,
Yes,
8
you
a.m.
probably should not be up
Eastern
at that
Time.
hour. Yes.
You need to listen to them because they're very good and they're always insightful. I was taking cultural events, things that are happening in our world, and then tying it back to God. And and you ought to call your things fresh take. I just realized
I
he can
like that.
trade fresh take. It's Roger will take something that's happening and not just observe it, from a distance, but actually bring God and Scripture and the way of Christ to bear on it, which I love. So, I mean, one of the most
And I used an Eagles song on it this morning. Yes.
And he used an Eagles song on it this morning,
Ron, yes.
which I apparently missed as on my
It's not
drive
one of
there.
the common ones, but it's really good.
It so
Okay.
I love that about Roger. Roger's the most curious person that I know. Like he'll ask people curious questions and just he doesn't talk about himself like at all. I mean, you almost have to like pulling teeth to get him to talk about himself. But I realized, he's the most curious person in my life. They'll ask me curious questions about how I'm doing or what's going on or what took place at this ministry thing, and he helps me process my own life. So
So much
you're
processing.
sort of my therapist, Raj, in a lot of ways. You're my therapist. Then I realized he's also my ride or die friend. So I've got like two other what I would consider really close friends, certainly best friend capacity. But Roger's this ride or die best friend that has been, as Jesus said, I love it, that you have been those who've stood with me in my trials.
Hmm.
That's certainly you. I was thinking about even of our, the whole adventure with Zoe and the failed adoption that we had so many years ago,
Yeah.
and walking with us, and then in the last 2 weeks, walking with us through the grief of the loss of a dear friend,
Yeah.
24 years old, and So thank you for being you, Roger.
That's all we've got today. This is just a beautiful podcast. We love you guys so much.
I
Thanks for
actually thought
listening.
that was a great lead into the song that you chose, Raj, and you were supposed to take the baton. I don't know if you missed. Segway was like flashing there. Segway, Segway, and you decided to cap the podcast.
We're going.
I'm popping cap in that,
We're
man.
out of
Like,
here.
we did. So that's the shortest podcast we've ever done. Thank you for tuning in.
Just
To
all
Inglorious
kinds of
Pastords.
accolades for Roger.
Roger's like, that's the best podcast I've ever had.
Right.
Let's stop it now
Well,
before it
let's
gets worse.
just retire after a Super Bowl. You don't need to keep going.
Well, unless you're Tom Brady, you just keep going and keep going, and you go to a whole nother team and
Yes,
keep winning
and keep
Super
going,
Bowls.
you
It's
big idiot.
ridiculous. So, but I don't want to like jump right into it because it was your week to pick the song.
Yes, the song, not a Rolling Stone song, not an Eagles song,
Not a ZZ Top
not
song.
a ZZ Top song like last week. This is a Bill Withers song, and so some of you will immediately think, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
I did not.
That is another classic of Bill
That was
Withers.
Withers.
That was Bill Withers.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't
Okay.
no sunshine when she's gone, and she's
Always
always
gone
gone
too
too long.
long.
Every time she goes away. Oh.
That was good. Yeah.
So,
Ain't no sunshine when she's
oh
gone.
my.
Because she's always gone too long.
So he had Grammys for two of his songs, that one,
Okay.
Ain't No Sunshine, and the one we're going to talk about today. And you guys have already guessed it, Lean on Me.
Nobody guessed it, Raj.
They didn't.
Nobody. Because when you said Bill Withers, I was like, I've heard a lot of Lean on Me's. I didn't know who was like the first person, because a lot of people have covered that song, but
It is coverable, yeah.
I didn't realize that he was the guy. So I was listening to it this morning for the first time in 45 years, and I'm like, that is such a great vibe.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a cool song.
Well, now I connected with Bill Withers for years, but now here's the embarrassing.
I want to dance right now. The vibe was so
I knew
good.
nothing about Bill Withers. I
I bet you looked him up.
no, so I looked up, but I realized I thought he was a white guy. He is not.
You thought Bill Withers was a white guy?
Yes, I did.
You couldn't tell by his voice? He's a black guy.
No, no, of course. You know, you. This is me. This is me. Ding. I. So I'm just acknowledging that
It's like the Dobie guy, Give Me the Beat Boys and Free My Soul.
Adobe Gray.
Dobie great, yeah. Just a great another great
No,
guy.
it's a good vibe. And I don't know if the name, if like Bill just sounds very Caucasian to me. I don't know
Oh
what.
well, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
But whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
because yeah, uh, African American born in 1938. Bill doesn't, but it was William,
Huh?
because he's actually junior. He was the youngest of six kids.
William Withers.
And he would, but the sixth, they named the sixth after dad.
Okay.
So he was a junior. Child number six, born in Flat Fork, West Virginia.
That's so funny because my grandson is named KJ, but Zach only calls him Junior.
Okay.
It just cracks me up. I'm like, well, why did you just name him Zach? I mean, you're gonna call him Junior the rest of his life, which is cute. I call him Chet.
Much to Carly's chagrin.
To Carly's chagrin. Come here, Chet. Sometimes Chet Ball. It's a moving
It's
target.
getting
I
worse.
used to be like Grandpa Martin, because Grandpa Martin had a nickname for everybody.
He did.
It was like you were Elrod, I was Lukey, David was Goose Egg.
And so much material there.
So much material there. So back to Bill.
No, yeah. So 1972 writes. I mean, it does this song.
Oh, that doorknob keeps showing up. It's like it comes in like it comes.
So
Sorry.
I was 11, I guess, when this song. But you haven't listened to it for decades. You're saying, yeah.
I listened to it this morning. It was good.
No, it's on my play. Well, what's interesting now, the other fascinating thing about this
I need to see what it's going to play next on my playlist now.
I only discovered recently, I heard this other version. So I was listening to the radio, going somewhere, and I heard this really cool version of the song. Well, I connected that. So I added that to my playlist. I've got Bill Withers and this, I guess it's Club Nouveau.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of only 9 songs.
Yes.
Lean on Me is one of only 9 songs that reached number one, 2 different artists. So 1987, Club Nouveau, 1972, Bill Withers, but their cover of the song went to number one.
That's crazy.
Only 9 songs. I don't know what some of the others are. That would be fascinating. Um,
Yeah, I would love to see what those other with the other 8 songs are.
but I guess as you were listening to the song, the old, the fading of the ghost arm.
There it is. It was gone now.
I don't know.
It seems to me it's just you're more translucent or something.
If I come up too much, it does. Anyway,
it's a great song.
Right.
It's sort of a Christian song, but it's not a Christian song. But I mean, it
the category it ended up being in, I think, was soul/gospel.
Oh, so it did play gospel. That's interesting.
I'm just saying that the genre, it kind of got, but so many
great lyrics.
Good lyrics. I'm just thinking, and part of his story behind, he grew up in a mining community in West Virginia. His dad was a miner. Well, his dad died quite young when he was 13. Parents divorced it when he was 3.
You said his dad died when he was 13. Like dad was
Oh.
13. Like that's not. Is that even possible? I don't. Got it.
So
When Bill was 13.
but later on, he'd moved to LA, whatever, and I think where he may have written the song, but he's missing the community of West Virginia and the friends and the people that were
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
all right,
Country
all the
road.
songs that mention West Virginia.
Well, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, Rod, so I'm a little punchy today. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna do like last week. We're gonna reference 82 songs.
Yeah, that was not helpful. We only had 2 views. People bailed so fast on that one. They were like, no, it's too much.
What the heck song are they doing today?
It's too much.
I can't. There's so much music here.
So, okay, so great books, great talks. You got to grab the audience like with the first line,
Okay.
the first chapter. So he starts the song, We All Have Pain, We All Have Problems. I mean, he's immediately just like connected with the entire human race.
Good point.
Sometimes in our life, we all have pain, we all have problems. So you kind of want to know, where is he going with this?
Right. And Bruce, I think this speaks to why it went
Why
to
it went to number one.
Yeah. And then we know there's always tomorrow. Okay, so there's some kind of hope but now he's going to get into kind of what that hope is, and
or how do you even experience that hope? Because that lyric, when I was listening to it this morning, I'm like, that lyric alone is like, we know there's always tomorrow. If I told that to certain grieving people right now, they're like, I don't want tomorrow.
Right.
You know, I want what I had today, whatever that is. But then you get further into the song and it gets deeper.
It's why, right? It's why there's hope for tomorrow. I was listening to. It's a great podcast you need to listen to. This was anyway, but maybe
another Carey Nieuwhof.
It is a Carey Nieuwhof, an interview he does. Just a fascinating, but he was is it Nikki Gumbel he was talking to, who said everybody's looking for 3 things. They're looking for love, they're looking for meaning, and they're looking for community. And I just think this song is about community. It is about how desperately we really do need, however much we want to push them away, whatever, how desperately we need community.
Well, and the song actually encompasses all 3 of those: love, meaning, and community.
Yes.
In other words, I think of meaning, Jesus said, even the Son of Man didn't come to be served, but to serve. The greatest servant of all. This whole idea of serve one. Well, part of the way that we do that, because Scripture also talks about bearing one another's burdens, And I love the way Paul talks about it. I think it's in Galatians where he says, we all have this burden that we're carrying. So he says, each man must carry his own burden. But then he says, carry one another's burden. So he like switches to, we're carrying our own burden, but we're also encouraged to like bear burdens with others. And that song, and it's probably a song that I've heard covered at churches probably more than most other
Okay.
what I would
Yeah.
consider contemporary
Yeah.
songs.
Good point. Yeah.
Just multiple churches I've been at have covered that song. But it's this whole idea of it's not just leaning on God, it's leaning on God through people, through the people that He's put in your life,
Which is God's plan.
which is God's plan.
God carries our burdens through people if we'll be there.
And if we'll be there, that's because that's the first. And then the second, which was most convicting to me personally, swallow your pride and reach out, reach out.
If you'll let me be there.
If you'll let me be there. So I was telling, so on the Iceland trip, multiple times, like, we had 3 ladies on the trip.
Oh no, I
And
think I know where this is
well,
going.
this is great. And Marlena does this a lot too. But they were asking if they could help me with something. And I was like, no, I've got it. I'm good here. It's kind of a one
No,
person
let me freeze right here. The correct answer to that question. I'm just going to tell you, if you ask Bruce that question, do you need any help?
So
The answer is going to be
by day 3, when they were still asking if they could help, like set up a tent or something like that, I said, we need to clarify something here. I'm like,
you guys have been missing the cues.
unless I ask for help, because we were laughing at dinner, and so it was an appropriate time right now. Unless I ask for help, the answer is no, I don't want help. And I'd really rather you not even ask, because then I feel bad having to say, no, I don't want your help with this thing. And some people would help anyway. And it did make things worse because the help wasn't as helpful as
That's
it
the worst, right?
could have been. And then you can't say stop helping. But what I realized is, there is a part of me that just wants to do it myself. Just I'll figure it out. Like, because Marlene's still, we're 41 years into this thing. And she'll say, hey, do you need help with that? I'm like, I can't even believe those words came out of your mouth. And she's like, well, I'm just, checking. Which reminds me, okay, I need to probably ask her that question a whole lot more. Hey, can I help you with that?
Right.
Because she would very likely say yes.
Well, and I can, like, even with Joy, I realize, and this is where I'm learning what she's actually saying. Because she'll say something like that. And of course, I'll have a very similar response to you because we do have very strong DNA.
It's a sickness, really.
In the self-sufficiency department. But I realize she can be, it's I love you, or it's I feel bad you're doing so much, and I just want to let you know that I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where it's actually just I'm noticing and even seeing, okay, that's really like Joy uses language very differently. Like when I'm asking, do you need help? That is precisely what I meant. But she can be saying, and so what she's really saying is, I feel bad you're doing so much. I feel like I should be doing more.
That's a good way of framing
and I help. Well, and whereas she's not really even. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, and I think okay, that helps me understand even Marlene and I's the difference in us in 41 years. So I'm going to take the Cheap Trick song. I want you to want me, and then he says, I need you to need me. Marlena, I think people fall into 2 categories: people that need to be needed or people that want to be wanted. I'm definitely a want to be wanted person. Like I want you to want me, to enjoy me. I
would be more that way.
Fun.
Yep.
But Marlena wants to be needed. And that needs to be needed. That's not a bad thing. It's just different. And I realized, okay, so that's part of it.
Yeah,
He's asking that.
yes.
He's saying, hey, I need you to need me because I can be too self-sufficient.
Right.
Where she starts feeling unnecessary. And I'm like, okay, I've got some work to do there. It's that whole thing of, it's why to me, when the scripture says, when Jesus says the new command is love others as I've loved you, is so much more important than the Old Testament command, which is love others as you love yourself. Because if I only choose to love Marlena in the way that I want to be loved myself,
right,
I will not love her well.
I'll miss a lot.
I will miss a lot of love. It's super important that I say, like Jesus did, how does Peter need to be loved? How does Thomas need to be loved? How do James and John need to be loved?
Yeah.
How does Marlena need to be loved? And then respond to her love language.
Yep.
This is so convicting. I didn't think that was going to be the case today. Wow.
Well, so now you get in this piece of it's this very important part of I think what you have in AA, which is really in my heart of hearts what the church needs to be far more like.
Yeah.
People
If,
where we're able to say something is beyond me. I need outside help, and not just God. The beautiful thing about AA is the community.
right.
We are shouldering a burden, but then this comes to that just this what an amazing lyric because it's so powerful. If you'll let me, I can't bear the needs that you
That you
won't
won't let
share.
yeah.
Won't let look that show. That's right.
Yeah.
So if you don't,
Apparently I know the song better than Roger.
I can only do as much as you'll
Let me
I
do.
want to be there. I want to be the friend, but you and I then have to be the kind of people that are we going to let people? Because I will say this still, I love you. I can say fairly readily, one of the hardest, even I was wrong. I've got much, I need you for me to look at Joy or anyone and say,
I need you.
well, I can say that to God.
You haven't seen.
I say it to God all the time. But to another human being, I wrestle. That's just a now. It's true. It's true. But I have to have the recognition and the humility where to be
That's the swallow my pride.
right to swallow my pride and say, even like you call, I'm not doing well right now. I am struggling. I am um even where we've talked about like it could be as I'm in financial trouble, which others are just I'm going to call somebody, I'm going to ask for.
I need help.
And here's the thing: there are all kinds of people that love us who would love to shoulder that burden. But even the pride for me of
I know.
I like to be able to help. I love to be able to serve whatever. But what's that resistance about being served? About like I love to give generously to somebody, but do I resist somebody
Receiving?
giving generously?
Roger, I'm so bad at this. I'm like, I can be stranded out on the roadway in 95 degrees, and I'm not calling anybody. We are going to figure this out. We are going to. I remember, and I had to call Zach at one point because I could not get the car running again. I'm like, you're going to have to tow me. I mean, I'm going to have to, but he's called me enough. It was like reciprocity at that point. But I wonder why that is, why it's maybe easier for some people, but harder for others. Is it pride? Is it too much self-sufficiency? Is it because part of my personality, I do like to figure things out,
Which is a legit, me too.
but I also realize I don't like to there's the word, I don't like to burden people with my burdens. Does,
I have
and I
less of
realize,
that. Everything up to this point, we've had a
okay.
similar. Mine is less around. Um,
I'll let now I am much more inclined, I think, than you are to let people share an emotional burden. Like I told Mark this morning, hey, I need some time with Mark Booth. I'm like, I
yeah,
need some time with you. I just need some just talk time, and because we haven't been able to get together all
right.
year, realistically. But that's more, that's that carrying emotional burden. It's funny, it's material, money, uh, repair or something. I'm less likely. In fact, I was so proud of you 2 months ago. Roger asked me to help him put in a mini split at his rental property. I'm like, what? Who are you?
Well, what's really stunning about that is that we've come to a place where I'd ask Bruce for any assistance in the construction field.
Which
You
frankly, no one ever would have done
you've come so far that I have things to learn. Now you've done all kinds of remodeling or construction projects that I've never done before.
Of course, apparently we did let a little too much Freon escape from that one split, or both of them, or something.
Yes.
They're still struggling.
I'm gonna have to do some work on this anyway.
Well, when I put the one at our house, there wasn't like I just turned it for 5 seconds. There was a meeting I could tell, so I shut it down,
Yep,
closed it up, and now it's
yep.
closed the system. But yeah, that's probably the biggest, that and remembering to open the valve before you turn the compressor on, because I blew up an entire mini split that is worthless basically to anyone now, thanks to that. But I realize, okay, I'm much more inclined to share an emotional need burden in that way, less likely to share a material burden. And that probably is a pride issue.
Yeah, I think there can be this point where part of what I sort of don't want to need people. I'm fine with needing God, of course, right? He's
Well, my God.
eternal, infinite. But it's like another finite person like myself. I don't want to, but of course I do. And I think just acknowledging that I think that's when you said like just saying I need you, um,
Oh, and I realize I don't like to inconvenience people.
well, that was best back to your right.
But here's what I realized. The reason I don't like to inconvenience people is I don't like to be inconvenienced. No, that's what it boils down to.
It's good. Yes.
When I see
Right.
like that person on the side of the road and you're in that, do I help, not help? There's a resistance that I feel in my gut to helping
Hmm.
because it's not convenient. I don't know that it ever is convenient. I don't think I've ever come across a person like on the side of the road. I'm like, I was just looking for that
This is the
today.
perfect time
I
for
was
that.
hoping for this.
Right.
I have
We
four
always
or
say,
5 hours to just nothing else scheduled.
what do we say? We always say, this is the worst possible time for
Right.
this to happen.
It's not true. But
Because any time during the day it happened, it would have been the worst possible.
exactly. We're so dang scheduled. It's like, but I realize there's that resistance in me to being inconvenienced.
Yeah.
And what is this going to entail? Is it just a flat tire? I can do that in about 30 minutes.
Right.
If it's a radiator issue, this could go on for days.
What I can say, and it's encouraging, even in light of that song, because God has for years been pinging me on this particular um joy knows it's a weakness, you know it's a weakness. God,
God knows his weakness.
this is a mess. Holy Spirit, what are we gonna do here?
Hey, let's get Roger to pick the song Lean on Me and self-convict.
So we'll just throw all kinds of stuff. But I have sometime back I began the discipline of letting people help me.
Oh, that's a great way of looking at it.
So now I've started. Now this is going to sound super simple, but like I'm going to the post office. I've got a handful of packages, both hands, whatever. Now,
And then someone says, "Can I get the door?" And you're like, "No."
here's the thing. I can get that door.
Oh,
I know this. I can, and it's fun.
all
Like
you need is one spare finger.
I can. My foot is very handy. There's
Yeah,
lots of
yeah.
things that can go on there. But I'll have someone, can I get that for you?
And you
Or
said,
or
"Yeah,
they
it'd
might
be
say,
great."
do you need me to get that door? And I've developed the discipline of that would be awesome. I don't, and I say, yes, I need help. I'm in between, but I'm saying,
That's actually a terrible illustration. I don't think that helped anyone.
saying, thank you so much. That would be great. Or how thoughtful. That was very,
Well, and so like so the last time my truck broke down, I threw a serpentine belt because the
how far did you throw it?
no, the tensioner pulley had gone bad and had frozen up. But I was surprised, so I was able to limp into the O'Reilly's. There was a huge tree next to the O'Reilly's Auto Parts, which I was glad I was that close to it because I had about a mile to get to it. I Googled it immediately because I'm like,
Okay.
power steering's gone, air conditioning's gone. I'm like, I don't think I have a belt, which means I don't have long.
Right.
I need to
Exactly.
get somewhere fast because this is going to start overheating.
Yep.
So I pull into this and I get into this tree and I open the hood and I start figuring out stuff. Roger, no less than two different people drove up, like to the tree, and they're like, "Hey, can we help you with that? Is there something you need help with?" And both times I said, "No, I got it."
No, you didn't.
I did because I did at that sort of habit. I knew it was a serpentine belt that had snapped. I didn't actually physically throw it, Mr. Smart Aleck. But I was like, I think that because it wasn't moving, I think the tensioner pulley is shot.
But we also come back to this. You and I are very, any number of times someone comes to help and it slows everything
It
down.
slows everything down. Here's the other thing I don't like doing. Okay, I don't like watching other people work on my stuff because then I feel useless. It's like I could do that,
You're so messed up.
but okay, you're gonna do it, so I'm just gonna watch. I feel like I should cheer you on or something. And he's like, I'd rather you didn't watch. I'm like, okay, I don't
No, no,
I
I'm
don't
not
have
doing
anything to do.
anything.
Can I get in the car and turn it over? Why would you do that? There's no belt on yet. No, lean on me when you're not strong. So I have come to points where I'm like, I know I need people. I'm not strong. And you are one of those people that I've leaned on in those moments, whether a spiritual struggle, emotional struggle.
And it's such a beautiful, powerful, I loved you brought this up, biblical image, carrying each other's burdens. Um, that that's what we're doing. Each person does have to carry. There's this beautiful tension of, and this keeps us in a healthy place where it's not, I have no responsibility. In that place, we can just go, I've got to own some things, but I've also got to let some other people help shoulder, because that is, God intended us to carry the burdens together. God intended us to serve together. He intended us to work alongside. He intended us to need each other. He intended us to need other denominations, to need other, even people we don't want to need, people, or anyway, yeah.
Well, and it's part of the way I've taught that for years is we are not called by God to be independent. It is such an American value that's woven so deeply in the fabric of sort of the bubble that we've grown up in. Independence is this super important thing, but we're not called by God to independence. We're called to what I call dependence on Him, like 100% full dependence on Him, and then interdependence on each other, not codependence, where like you're responsible for me and I'm not responsible for myself. But this independence,
that's you got to share, you've got to carry your burden too.
Absolutely. But hey, I need you, you need me. And of course, people learn this even in community development. That's the whole thing that makes community development when you're working with the poor different than relief. Relief just says, I'm the benevolent one, I have resources.
Come and fix it for you.
I'll help you.
Right.
And but you're sort of
you're not letting them shoulder any of the burden.
And I learned the hard way. It's much better to say, hey, I need you. I need your help with something. So let's be interdependent. I can help you with this because this is where I have a resource. I need your help with this because this is where you have a resource. Let's do that.
And there is that other discipline that God's been working with me on, which again, it's a muscle I've had to develop. It's still flimsy, but I still have to
atrophied,
right? Where literally, yes, ask for help with something I could pull off on my own.
Oh, cringe. No, really.
But I'm saying, yes, I have to do that because I have to keep reminding myself that I do need other people, that this living in this, I can live in the lie that will suck the life out of me. I mean, that's actually it's a broken thing that's going to, I need to be living more in, I need help. So I have gotten better about even asking someone to help with something that I could do. Now, I'm not saying I do this all the time, but I need to do it enough to keep that muscle from, entirely atrophying. And then
so are you're saying that you're willing to ask someone for help to do something that you're entirely capable of doing on your own?
Yes.
That muscle in me is not only atrophied, I'm not sure it's there.
It's been removed.
No, I was thinking about
surgically removed.
Okay, I do let one person in my life do this. It's Zach. Zach loves to help me with things. I don't know if my son thinks I'm entirely inept or what, but he loves to jump in and help with, and I will let him help me with things that I can do on my own.
And here's the thing. Um, and you would know this even like walking with me. Here's the thing. You were talking about Marlena, but other people that want to be needed. When I say so, this is a way of me loving people more than I'm loving myself. It's
Good point. Yes.
I'm or even like if I may ask someone, I do this much more now. How do you do that? Maybe it's fixing a dish or something you do with a
Yeah,
car or and I'm saying I want to learn from you. I could Google it.
sure.
I could look up stuff. What I'm saying to that person is, I need your insight. I'd like, how did you figure that out? What did you how now when that flavor, even a couple times I've had like with your marinade, oh, I want to, but this is part of me entering into
Yeah.
it's a part of loving other people, of
And you've
saying
become a better cook as a result.
I have become because yes.
Roger has actually made steaks the last two times that we've eaten with him, and they were actually good.
Where Bruce
Now,
says,
part of that
that's actually
was a quality steak, which is where you have to start, because even a great marinade won't make a poor quality steak better. But
think what was that? Oh, what's that kind of steak that's the chop steak?
I just remember when mom and dad, I remember when we were little kids and it was a special occasion and we were going to have steaks and they were the awfulest things that I'd ever
Salisbury steak.
tried. And well, we had to like bathe them in like Heinz 57 to get moisture into them and
It
flavor.
was beef jerky.
And I was thinking, why would anyone eat steak? This is the awfulest thing in the world. I don't know why this is considered a big deal. I'm like, give me chicken casserole, tuna casserole, but steak was not it.
So the in Bill Withers, the yeah, humble yourself, ask for help, come to me. I'm gonna be here. I'm available. I'm
By the way, did he write the song?
yes,
Okay, so that matters. That's a big deal.
because I think he is a maybe won a Grammy or award for songwriter. I mean, he's as a songwriter, and I think he's written stuff for other people. Pretty sure of that. Yeah, that he's um anyway. So, but I think this word about, and I wondered for you even as how think about okay, he wrote this so many years ago, but the health of I'm not going to overstep the lines. I'm here for you.
Right.
I'm not going to force myself. I'm here, but you're going to have to call. And I just wondered, for
Yeah.
you, even as a therapist, I was thinking like the boundaries of that, the health of like the inside of a song to say, I'm here, but now I'm going to let you call. I'm going to be available. I'm going to come around. But
Yeah, and that's that. And I'm a counselor, not a therapist.
there you go. Okay.
Right. But no, that the beautiful thing about being a counselor is that person has to reach out to me. They have to take the initiative to set the appointment. They have to reach a point where they say, "I need help. I need help. I need to talk to someone
Because
else."
you sometimes have people that want you to call
Uh-huh.
their
I
spouse.
want you to call this person, and I'm like, I don't do that.
That's good.
That person
Yes.
has got to call me
Yes.
because I can want something for someone else
Happens all the time.
all the
Right.
time, but until they want it, it's not going to be effective. I mean, and so, but I do, yes. Part of the takeaway for me is even ask people to help you with things that you could do on your own, because what you're doing is you're highlighting the value of community
Yes.
over independence. Because there is a part of me that just
Yes.
likes to do my own thing.
Yep. Me too.
Figure it out myself. I got it.
And there's fun, right? And there is
And
truly
there's a fun
the
factor.
strategizing, the figuring, the because I do love it. It's like games and puzzles, and I like figuring stuff out. That's healthy. But this is looking even beyond, yes, that's good for me, that's healthy, but it's
So can
looking
you
at
help me
them.
change oil on my car this weekend? I mean, I could do it in 12 minutes. It'll probably take us an hour and a half doing it together, but man, the community that we'll have in
I can
that.
tell you if I do, I will not be wearing this stone shirt. It is way too nice.
No, that's a very nice shirt.
It's listed
It's
on
actually eBay.
It's listed on
Go to
eBay
eBay.
right
Go to
now.
Roger's store. What's it
Well,
called? Roger's Trinkets? Is that what you call the store?
estate sale deal finder is what
Estate
I
sale deal
think
finder.
that's my store name on eBay.
My name is Invest Your
This
Life
shirt is
Minute.
on there. Bruce's hat is on there.
Is it on there? I've got like 20 of these. I could sell those on there right now.
I do
The
have golf hats.
the Born to Be Wild hat. Oh, but did we tell you all the stuff we scored on? Like they left at the greenhouse? My goodness, we got so much nice stuff.
Oh yeah?
They just left all. I didn't realize this because typically when you're like
His renters of this greenhouse that they have
that
rented for two, 3 years.
2 years now. But they left a lot of really nice stuff, and it was very clean. I mean, so it's like you sort of expect it to be maybe not clean, and the stuff they leave is just crap.
Crap.
They actually left some nice stuff. I'm like, this is sweet.
I saw a spider light that they had that was kind
I
of.
thought that was yours.
No, we have one. We have the exact same one in our
Get out!
house.
I left it out there because I thought that must be Roger's
No, it was
spider light. It's got like six like tentacles. It actually
right.
scares me, so I'm not gonna put it in my house. Like if my grandson saw it, he would freak. That's all there is to it. So our as we wrap up the podcast, listen to the song Lean on Me by Bill Withers because it's a great vibe. It's a great song. They do some cool things musically with it. But then also live out this
Live it, yes.
burden bearing. In other words, not just bearing others' burdens, because that is a little easier in some ways.
Oh,
But
I love
reach,
being in the strong position.
right,
Yes.
yeah. But reach out when you're in need, emotionally, physically, materially, whatever that is, and say, "Hey, I need you."
Yep.
Because there's probably another person that needs you to need them that
Needs to
might
hear
feel
that.
unneeded. I even think about mom and dad in their latter years always saying, "We want to be useful." They're saying, "We want to be needed."
And here's what I can learn is if I'm like even in Walking with Joy, my wife, like if I'm never expressing need or asking, the relationship will feel tilted, will feel imbalanced,
Yeah.
and
She's gonna, yeah.
understandably, she's gonna feel like I'm the needy one all the time.
I can't tell how many times that I think Merlina has felt Bruce doesn't need me, and I'm bad about that because I get too self-sufficient, or it gets too complicated if I add another person to the
It
mix.
always does. This
Right.
love always slows things down.
Love
It
hurts.
complicates, right?
Love, it's better than Love Stinks,
Love.
which is two different songs.
What's love got to do? Got to do with it.
And that's
Let's see how many
that's
songs we can get before you close this up.
that's the end of that
Love.
podcast.